Nights of Mala, days of Mala, small towns you must stand up taller. Tyrants of the open string, dedicated to Andy Irvine. Tyrants of the open string, teach me your songs. As 3-chord boys are doing it all wrong. Let us bow and scrape towards your majesty. These Celtic tunings are a mystery to me. Oh, tyrants of the open string, teach me your songs. As 3-chord boys are doing it all wrong. Let us bow and scrape towards your majesty. These Celtic tunings are a mystery to me. Oh, Jerry on the fiddle, he's just back from Japan, cause he's a real musician, he pockets for that man. And John with the corkscrew hair, and the magic strings, songs without the skills, John, I hit it, budgie, nailing me, awful stuff all together. Tyrants of the open string, teach me your songs. As 3-chord boys are doing it all wrong. Let us bow and scrape towards your majesty. These Celtic tunings are a mystery to me. Oh, I want to see Andy Irvine in the Workman's Club one night. I said, Andy, what's that tune you use? He flooded me with his eyes. The fella sitting beside him, and he went over at me. As if to say, for heaven's sake, would you let the master, we let the master pay for all I care, Andy, yelled bollocks you. Tyrants of the open string, teach me your songs. As 3-chord boys are doing it all wrong. Let us bow and scrape towards your majesty. These Celtic tunings are a mystery to me. So I got Jim Tozier's Celtic songbook, and I down if I wrote it. For the end I couldn't find one thing, not one iota. But now I'm getting my hands dirty, and I'm wallowing in the mud. And I have to say at the end of it, these Celtic tunings are lifting me up. So tyrants of the open string, I don't need your songs. As 3-chord boys are starting to come on. I don't bow and scrape, that's not the way to be. Celtic tunings are uplifting me. Tyrants of the open string. Grand job, boys. I'm doing another one, but I have to tune it down. This is the border schizo cosmic folk sound. I need it, and I want to uplift you. So let's go! 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 Skewed. He's a multi-millionaire. Stares from the paper where the Greek gods stare. I'm going nowhere. I'm stuck here. Only time I'm happy is when I have a beer. You gotta bend, my friend. Suck up the breeze. Stick your head right in between your knees. You gotta bend, my friend. Suck up the pin. And the wheel will turn around again. Boogalooga, ha ha. Walla walla, chuggalooga, hey, 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 chuggalooga, hey, hey, walla walla, chuggalooga, hey, 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 hey. Oh, I'm jealous of the singer, he's really getting on. Everybody loves to hear his old song. I've been writing tunes since the age of 2. Nobody liked them, and it's tearing me in two. You gotta bend, my friend, suck up the breeze. Your head right in between your knees. You gotta bend, my friend. Suck up the pin, and the wheel will turn around again. You gotta bend, my friend. Suck up the breeze. Stick your head right in between your knees. You gotta bend, my friend. Suck up the pin, and the wheel will turn around again. Chuggalooga, hey, hey, walla walla. Chuggalooga, hey, 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 chuggalooga, hey, hey, walla walla, chuggalooga, hey, 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 hey. There's the border schizo cosmic folk sound. Nights of Mala, days of Mala. Small towns you must stand up taller. I keep it. Was a jingo jango, an undercover busty. He was told to go to festivals and mingle with the crusties. Keep Keep your beers on bushy. Hang around the silver spoonos with the 90-year-old hussies. Get into their bodies, get into their heads. For the mouth of Pillock, the sort of Pillock said, Ushi Gushy, can I do my magic now? Woo! Sneachta! I feel alright. I love the youth. And I need something white. Woo! Sneachta! I feel alright. Young people, I love you. It's up the nose of that, he said. Woo! Sneachta! I feel alright. I love the youth. And I need something white. Woo! Sneachta! I feel alright. I love you. It's up the nose, now he's like greedy, you could see he got weedy. His eyes are like asteroid belts, and his head began to melt. Whoa! He was a jingo jango, an undercover cracker. He was told to go to Dundalk Town to mingle with the slackers. Boys with stripy t-shirts that acted like hard men. He was told to be a lion tamer and kept their wings again. He said, oh please, please help me far across the sea to the big estates made of grey concrete. But the lads in the taxi just laughed with me as he walked towards the gates towards his purgatory, because he had a big GA head and he had skinny rat's legs, and he knew something was wrong. But the Pillock around and said, Ushi Gushy, can I do magic now? We're arresting you for possession of a class A substance, but I am undercover guard of Sheehan. Well, it's too late. Oh, smile at the camera, honey. What was that he said, Colin? You know what he said? He said, oh yeah, he said, woo, Sneachta! I feel alright. I love the youth. And I need something white. Woo, Sneachta! I feel alright. Young people, I love you. It's up the nose to that, he said, woo, Sneachta! I feel alright. I love the youth. And I need something white. Woo, Sneachta! I feel alright. Young people, I love you. It's up the nose to that, he said. Oh yeah, that's it. You're feeling it inside yourself. Amnesia, your amnesia. Believe in yourself, it'll get much easier. Yeah, you know yourself. Yeah, what do you know? Yeah, all right. You know yourself. No, I don't know. I know one thing. I shouldn't be bothered looking at this phone. I should be looking at RIP.ie. Because life's too juicy. Oh, please don't help me. Oh, I gotta do it. Don't you talk to me like I was just a word at you. You say you know yourself. What do you know you? You say you know about life and I don't think you do. You say you know yourself. What do you know you? You know yourself. You know yourself. You know yourself. You know yourself. What do you know you? You know yourself. You know yourself. You know yourself. You know yourself. What do you know you? Oh yeah. You know yourself. No, I don't know. I know one thing. You think you're better than me, don't you? Big smug head in you. Like you're in the pig's back. You're in the pig's back, all right. But it's a big nasty pig that'll turn around and bite you in the ass. Do you ever see that film Hannibal? When the man in the wheelchair was turning to the room full of wild pigs. He wasn't happy then. He was screaming, oh, please, please, don't hurt me. Oh, please, don't you do it. Oh, please, 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 please. You talk to me like I am just a warner at you. You say you know yourself. What do you know you? You say you know about life and I don't think you do. You say you know yourself. What do you know you? You know yourself. You know yourself. You know yourself. You know yourself. What do you know you? You know yourself. You know yourself. You know yourself. You know yourself. What do you know you? Tell your lass you'll be around later. What time? You know yourself. No, I don't know. Can you give me a second, or an hour, or a minute, or a week, or a nanosecond? Don't be giving me these catchphrases to start with and then with Yeah, you know yourself. It's a poor man's absolutely. You know yourself. It's a poor man's absolutely. Oh, absolutely. What do you want me to do about it? Yeah. Don't you talk to me like I am just a one at you. You say you know yourself. What do you know you? You say you know about life
how do you think it's at the state it is compared to, like, I mean, you've been making albums and you're a solo artist for over 20 years now.
Yeah, I like to see, because there's so many people at it, and being able to be more savvy about it than when we used to do it, because making a demo was the biggest thing for us anyway. When we used to do it, like, and that was it. If you made that, it was sort of like you're like a Greek legend after getting your demo. It was sort of like you're the top dog in the town for about 2 months, sort of living off that. But at that same time, there was more complacency with people. They weren't really sort of trying to get out of there. There was a sort of a bubble. I think things have changed. People are a lot more sort of cosmopolitan than they used to be, you know. So, and there's a lot more variety in bands as well, and there's different strands of music and stuff. So it's very healthy. You could do it a lot more. I don't know, different, just places for people to either make art or create stuff. I think I'd like to see a lot more acceptance, especially. I'd like to get more working people into it. Working people as in people who wouldn't usually be into it or wouldn't be into the arts because they'd feel it didn't belong to it, you know. I'd feel that's a priority, I'd say, because I think a lot of people say come from the States, like I came from the States myself, but I think there's a lot to be said around the Dundalk that's not really spoken about, you know. And I'd like to hear a lot more Dundalk accents as well. I think it's very important.
How long have you had that hat in?
That was the hat was on the cover of my album, The Past People Stay Sane. I made it about maybe 5 years ago. We're just covering tape, but it already did the job, you know. No, it's pretty. It's all right because there's that much sellotape and it's grand. Is that recording? Is it?
We're good to go. Yeah, good to go whenever you're
Even like what we were talking about upstairs about like that song like Briege in the Shed. It's like, how do you think it's been, like, you know, say like your new album you're recording and even talking about certain songs you wouldn't have sang maybe 10 years ago? Like, do you think you have more freedom now as a singer to be able to do it? Is it because of the times, or is it maybe because of you? Have you changed?
Yeah, well, I suppose I've been doing it that long. I'm not really self-conscious about it. It's there's things like, you know, there's a lot of stuff from different the past that I wouldn't have sung before, but and playing keeping it sort of bare with just having a guitar for the next album. It sort of brings you to a point where you can't really bullshit. The guitar won't let you bullshit. If you're hiding behind a load of beats and stuff like that, it's easier to do that. But if you're with the guitar, it makes it bare. So you have to sort of just get to the nitty gritty of what things are about, you know. Briege's in the shed, don't make her vexed. Wouldn't you like to learn about sex? Yes, you know it's something I'd really like to know how to do. Good Briege's waiting there for you. To me, I'll go in first. Look out for the nosy ones coming down the road. I stared at the railway bridge, wondering how it would be. Well, I feel this magic thing coming over me. Briege's in the shed, don't make her vexed. Wouldn't you like to learn about sex? Yes, you know it's something I'd really like to know how to do. Good Briege's waiting there for you. I walked in the shed, Briege lay on the dirt floor, staring at the ceiling, looking mighty bored. Well, she said, get on with it, don't take the whole day. I couldn't get anything to work, and I walked away ashamed. Briege's in the shed, Don't make her vexed. Wouldn't you like to learn about sex? Yes, you know it's something I'd really like to know how to do. Good, Briege is waiting there for you. John Neal, pushing the patience round. Hey, you, Rockstar, you're the Charlie, yeah. Go snap bandage there, whenever you're ready, good man yourself. See the boy in blue uniform, thought he was the big rock star, but he didn't get too far. He's walking in the hospital, heard him on the airwaves long ago, shouting his bed off, giving it loads. Oh, the mighty down they go, pushing all the patients round. How about the patients round? What's wrong with pushing the patients round? We'll be glad to see me when your tie comes round. Someone to take you from A to B when your legs become your enemy. And as I push the patients round, my head's a library full of sound, writing down words behind my ground, pushing all the patients round. Yeah! Hey, yeah! Rockstar! You're the Charlie, yeah! Well, Bruce Springsteen's asking whenever you see him, good man yourself. The baldy fellow with that long face, don't you recognise his face? Once he thought he owned the place, I guess he puts it all away. Now the once on that TV, giving it loads like John Gotti. Now he's back behind the trolley, pushing all the patients round. With the patients round. And as I push the patients round, patients tell me stories that are so profound, struggle and strife and amazing life. When I push the patients round, and as I push the patients round, my head's a library full of sound, writing down words behind my crown, pushing all the patients round. And the SHOs, they look through me, they see no mystery, just another boy down down, pushing all the patients round. Yeah! Woo! Rockstar! And as I push the patients round, I will hang in the background, skirting boards and the wall cracks. I'll be like a spider bouncing back, and then I go home to the wire and wood, fill my instrument with veins and blood, and shut my head off down the woods till it's back to pushing patients round. Yeah! Pushing the patients round, 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 pushing the patients round.
The Spurs used to be here before it opened. You'd be coming along and you'd think, what's the story with that? You'd almost expect there was some sort of secret party going on. There'd be something going on, but you didn't know what it was. It was almost like a load of elves sort of having their own crack there, because it was always just very there in front of your face, because the whole thing with the Quay and everything was always very busy. So the Spurs stores really, that sort of pulled me into doing my own solo thing. It really helped. Well, it was the sort of singer-songwriter scene when it started off. They weren't really into bands at that era. So there was a good sort of collection of people who were playing acoustic guitars, and that sort of got me doing, taking the whole punk rock thing from bands and just doing it on the 6-string semi-acoustic. And it was great. So it's really helped over the years. It's definitely has sort of helped me evolve the music,
It's about a good cop. This is called McCabe. Colleagues all drunk at the suicide scene, could have killed him or somebody. Told his boss what was doing, he said come back at the end of the day and deal with this carefully, so they'd say. Then he was the victim of a dirty look attack, sneaky laughter behind his back, and he knew somebody was out to get him. Pandora's box lid lying in the bin. That's what you're up against, that's what you have to put up with. When you stand on the toes of the big machine, you'll get kicked down like a submarine. Allegations from the left and right, words that could destroy a man for life, and the pressure piled on like Sandra's fault line. Rumours dissolved over time. On the surface the boss sung a happy song. This man's only pointing out what is wrong, but beneath all the bluffing, the jagged knives were scuffling. A queue half a mile long waiting to gut him. That's what you're up against. That's what you have to put up with. When you stand on the toes of the big machine, you get kicked down like a submarine. During this man in the car park, told his chief was a grudge won't go face. But a bit of force I got him out of trouble. The dialogue, he got on tip. Ha ha ha, we got you now, boys. 10 years later, this man's cleared his name. People out there know he was brave, but the system's rotten fighting, cause no one's been indicted. Don't let the bastards grind you down, McCabe. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Don't let the bastards grind you down, McCabe. Don't let the bastards grind you down, McCabe. Don't let the bastards grind you down, McCabe.
There's a lot more folk music coming out of you these days in the last couple of years.
Well, the thing was, I always described myself as a punk folk singer because there's always, like, even in the early days, there was those songs like Feed a Drink and Look Out Post a Fork Kill and You Shouldn't Try to Fuck Someone's Head Up. There was a lot of folk in that, so it's always been there. It's been there from the start. Like it's always been there. It was the first music that was sort of into beside coming from pop music from my parents would be sort of in the 60s. So I would have always been into folk music, as in when the uncles would have the Dubliners and the Wolf Tones and stuff like that. So it's always there. It's just to come out more, I suppose, because when they can buy the guitar again and they wanted to do the sort of Celtic tunes, it really helped to sort of bring it out a bit more, you know. But it's punk rock I'm singing. I think I'm still singing about the same things, but it's in a more singing context now. But it's very important to write your own songs, but I told you that you have to sing your own folk songs. I won't be doing any Rocky Road to Dublin, any malarkey, you know. Sing your own folk songs, sing about yourself. I'd be sad to see the way it was when we were playing in the 80s, that if things got bad work-wise, that people sort of just all pissed off again to England or America whenever this COVID thing's going. I hope that people stay around and make sure that there's a good sort of feast of music coming out in Dog, you know.
That's all bullshit. That's all backbiting. That's muffins and silly sandwiches in the service stations. Food for embryos. You gotta do one thing in this life. You gotta keep it raw.
Hard man beard. See him come with his tight leg trousers. All you gotta go is hard man beard. See him come with his tight leg trousers.
Hard man beard. Yeah, I see him walking past in Patrick Chapel with his girlfriend. He's got a baseball hat and blonde hair, pulled backwards. The sort of dress in black matter too. So dressed like 80s God mixed with Michael Healy-Rae. Big hard man style, bushy eyebrows. Yeah, I'm not Freddy Astaire. It's not Clint Eastwood, and you're not Fred Astaire. Hard man beard.
See him come with his tight leg trousers. See him come with his hard man beard. See him come with his tight leg trousers.
Hard man beard. Yeah, that's him over there. He's got a Piggy Blinders hat sort of pulled to the side, down one ear. Yeah, listen, son, it's not the 1920s, the 2020s, mate. Yeah, he's walking past the steroid shops. He's gonna get some red powder, protein powder. It's gonna be some smell of fire to your head tonight. Hope you're not lying in a tower. It'll be like a gas chamber. Yeah, go away from me, you're like a child in a manger.
Hard man beard. See him come with his tight leg trousers. Everybody go, hard man beard. See him come with his tight leg trousers.
Hard man beard, yeah, here he is again. He walks like a big chicken. The trousers are tied at the bottom like some sort of seagull. Up the top, chunky legs. You're gonna look back in a few years' time and say, who's that silly bastard there walking past me? Now you're in the glory. I don't want to hear your story bores me. Hard man beard. See him come with his tight leg trousers. Everybody go, hard man beard. Yeah, that's what happens. Hard man beard. See him come with a hard man beard. That's him walking down the street with his girlfriend passing Patrick Chapel. Yeah, he's got blonde hair. Yeah, you have to have a blonde haired girlfriend if you want to be a hard man. What type of style is that anyway, boss? Is it traveller style, hard man style, gangster style? You know what happens? Don't be giving me those big lamps. You're not really reefing style. I don't care, pal. Hard man beard. Tight leg trousers.
Hard man beard. Tight leg trousers.
Hard man beard. Tight leg trousers. Hard man beard. Tight leg trousers. Hard man beard. Yeah. That's it.